वेलकम बैक टू चेसिंग द टारगेट. नॉकआउट हो गए इंडिया वुमेन एंड पाकिस्तान वुमेन साथ में. Disappointing again. Group stages expected lots of things from this Indian team, particularly like हरमनप्रीत की कैप्टनसी जिस तरीके से जा रही थी थ्रू द सीजन. बायलैटरल्स में काफी अच्छा प्रदर्शन, टेस्ट में अच्छा प्रदर्शन, एशिया कप में भी अच्छा था, बट देन दे लॉस्ट द एशिया कप. उसके बाद आप T20 के प्रैक्टिस नहीं करे. A lot of call outs gonna happen tonight, but credit देना जरूरी है. न्यूजीलैंड look like one of the deserved people to be in the semi-finals along with Australia, England, and probably South Africa. But Mustafa, yeah, India knocking out Pakistan again. A lot of homework for them to do as well.
Yeah, I think from India it's a very disappointing campaign. Both expectations थे, ads भी चल रहे थे, पूरा fan आधा fan का, everything was looking like there's a lot of investment, emotional investment and everything in this Indian cricket team. Lekin they let us down. It wasn't the performances we expected and they didn't deserve to be in the semi-finals. अब जिस तरीके से न्यूजीलैंड के साथ खेले, जिस तरीके से ऑस्ट्रेलिया के खिलाफ खेले, वहाँ पे तो ठीक है, it was a better performance, but they should have won that game. And even if they won, we were just discussing कि शायद उन लोग नहीं आते थे because जिस तरीके से न्यूजीलैंड आज जीती, like net run rate उन लोग के आ गई था. So like the way they started the tournament was very disappointing. Against Pakistan also, India's performance wasn't that great. I was there at the ground. I was not too impressed. We were happy that they won, but not too much. Only that Sri Lanka game they played well. Apart from that, it was a very disappointing performance. I'm not happy with it. I think Harmanpreet needs the sack. I'll be very honest with you, and it might sound very harsh, but he's been leading since 2018. Abhi 6 saal ho gaye. Yes, they've been close. There's been exciting times. The Commonwealth was a very good effort. In Australia, when she was captain, they reached the final. That was a good effort. Lekin there comes a time where you need a bit more. And this performance, I don't think it was acceptable from India's perspective. At least semi-final हम मांगते थे, like इतना support कर रहे, इतना देख रहे, इतना investment है, WPL भी चल रहा, सब चल रहा. तो yeah, like I know that it's part of the sport. It's okay. We'll come back stronger next time. But this current lot, I
वो
think
मेंटालिटी की बात किन होती है मुस्तफा. अभी आई डोंट थिंक वाजिब जैसा आप बोले, काफी टाइम आप ब्रेक डाउन कर चुके, हार चुके, आप हर सिनेरियो में रह चुके. They should have had the mentality now to come above on Australia, which was without their captain, which was without stars. Like they lost 2 of their players just before, and again they were on top. They bowled decently well. I think towards the middle, like end of the over, like death over में आप 30 रन दे दिए थे back to back. वो आप flaky fielding थी आपकी. Again certain calls. And then बैटिंग के अगेंस्ट हरमनप्रीत अगेन, यस ही टुक इट वे टू डीप एंड. जो हम बात करते हैं कि भाई डीप एंड में आप लेके चले गए. यू नीड टू सॉर्ट आउट योर प्लानिंग. आपको एक टारगेट मिल गया, हाउ विल यू एग्जीक्यूट योर प्लान्स. even if you went attacking and you got out, maybe people would have not given you that much pushback. But अभी आप इतना deep end लेके फिर और एंड ओवर में आके आप स्लो हो गए, तो वो एक सवाल बनता है कि भाई आपकी साइकोलॉजी. वही हरमनप्रीत है जो श्रीलंका को बाहर निकल के मारे थे भाई.
And it's also skill level too. Australia is a better team than you. They have much better skill. अगर आप देख लो उनकी बैटिंग एंड तक है आती, आपकी बैटिंग खत्म हो जाती है 6-7 के बाद. पूजा वास्टेकर आई थिंक इज द लास्ट बैटर, उसके बाद बैटिंग ही नहीं है आपके पास. उन लोग के पास भाई लिचफील्ड आके छक्के मार रही इन्हें. या फिर कल उसकी बॉलिंग कैसी थी, मेगन शूट मैन. ओ माय गॉड, लाइक मेडन डालती थी आप, वही टाइम पे आप 15-16 रन खा रहे थे. तो इट्स बोथ ऑफ कोर्स साइकोलॉजिकल 100%. इट इज दैट, इट्स आल्सो skill. They didn't show enough skill in this tournament. They didn't look as strong as the other teams, and rightly so they're knocked out. I'm very disappointed, very upset because
we kept them in the semis for sure.
Yeah, 100%. We kept them in the semis, and हम वो उम्मीद से दुबई भी गए, वहां जाके कवर करने गए. जब वो पहला मैच हुआ, आप ही मेरे को बोले भाई पैक कर लो बैग्स, एंड आपका सही कॉल था, लेकिन it's disappointing. I wish you were not right in this situation. Like
I think हमें गुड लक निकाल लिया आप. पाकिस्तान श्रीलंका के टाइम से ऑस्ट्रेलिया के टाइम नहीं थे. I think गुड लक निकाल लिया हम लोग. But nonetheless, it wasn't good. Mandana has to be criticized. Like man,
Smriti Mandhana 100%. उसका it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough from Shefali. It wasn't good enough from Harmanpreet.
Jamima also look like an exciting prospect, but execution ज्यादा है. आप exciting अच्छे दिख रहे हो, आप तेज खेलने जा रहे हो, आप aggressive intent बता रहे हो, आप sweep करो, लेकिन आप रन्स भी बनाना जरूरी है. यू हैव टू टेक इट टू द एंड. आप नंबर 3 पे आ रहे, नंबर 4 पे आ रहे, आपकी पोजीशनिंग ऐसी होनी चाहिए कि आप एंड तक खेलोगे. एटलीस्ट 18-19 तक आप खेलोगे तो दीप्ति एंड रिचा हैव दैट टेंडेंसी कि आपको फिनिश करके दे देंगे गेम. लेकिन आप एक्साइटमेंट में खेल रहे, हंस रहे, लॉन्डपने कर रहे, नहीं होता भाई ऐसा. लाइक दिस इज नॉट द राइट मेंटालिटी.
Yeah, and Pakistan, देखो आज I was not expecting much from them. It was always going to be difficult. They were poor in the field, लेकिन when there are levels, New Zealand is a much stronger team. I felt India had a much better chance to beat New Zealand. If they're going to perform like that, then of course I was not expecting much. I mean, Fatima Sana Khan, yes, Fatima Sana Khan, she was outstanding, incredible. She's a fighter, great leader. I think so much respect to her coming back after someone you lose a family member like that. I understand how that feels, and it's very difficult at that time, especially when it's very new, right? Like, so I respect her a lot. I think they've tried their best. I'm not criticizing them. It's nothing to do with them that India are out of this tournament because of their own thing. Aisa, like,
you can't be dependent on anyone.
Yeah, even देखो अगर किस्मत अच्छी थी आप आ जाते थे, I would have praised Pakistan.
आप जाते तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया थी, इंग्लैंड थी, साउथ अफ्रीका
but it's nothing to do with Pakistan कि आप क्वालिफाई नहीं हुए. It is आपके खुद की गलतियां, आप बराबर खेले नहीं. जैसा आप बोले, like, psychologically कल डर गए थे आप जब मैच क्रंच था, और जब न्यूजीलैंड के खिलाफ you didn't even turn up, you didn't show any intent. Is that lack of bilateral series, is that lack of preparation? I don't know what it is, but definitely it was not a good show at all.
अब लोग बोलेंगे वेदर का प्रॉब्लम, को वेदर तो बाकी के 10 टीम भी हैं जो वेदर को वही वेदर को लाइक फेस करे, 8 टीम्स जो भी है टूर्नामेंट में.
वेदर मगर आपके it's closer to you than it is in New Zealand, right? New Zealand में तो वैसा वेदर तो रहता नहीं. It's much more different. Climate is different, pollution is different, the surroundings are different. यहाँ पे तो it's similar. Dubai is similar to India. Like, I mean, like, I don't think that is any excuse. If New Zealand are playing in this weather, then you have no excuse.
What about the coach, and like, do you think anything that you should change there with Amol?
I think captain coach have to go both. Like, I mean, right now that's how, maybe it's emotion driving my opinion. Lekin it's not good enough. You're asking Harmanpreet nahi hai to I mean, you can give to Smith, you can give it to Shefali. There's a lot of people. I know she's young, but you just need to move on now. Whoever you give it to, you have to move on. I don't think
I like that. I see Harmanpreet के साथ ये है कि चलो she made this team and everyone's backward. बड़ी दीदी का एक वो responsibility उनके पास कि everybody look like how Dhoni was a figure, like बड़े भाई के ऐसा सब लोग उनको आके देखते थे करते. But you have to move on. You have to go ahead and you have to see the future. I mean, Smriti, again, I don't know, man. Smriti without pressure of captaincy already is performing like this. I would not want to give her the.
I mean, but the thing is, when she did captain against Sri Lanka in the field and everything, I just felt that she knew what she was doing. I think that, like, I don't know, maybe you're right, but I'm just saying it doesn't matter right now. जो आपके कप्तान है, I don't think the results have been good in the last 6-7 years. It's been a long time. I mean, not good in the sense that yes, there have been some great performances.
Moments have been good.
Yeah, moments have been good, but I think it's time now that you move on. She's also getting to 34, 35. You move on with anyone like Smriti Mandhana. Again, I think she is a good player. Maybe she's just out of form. Maybe she's not playing to her ability. Whatever it is, you don't have to give her the captaincy. But I'm just saying, move it on to somebody else now.
Yeah, I mean, Shefali also looks like a strong-minded person that can take up that armband. She has a good attacking, aggressive intent. Jameem also is one. She's young.
But again, like that's what I'm saying. Whoever you want to give it to, आप दे दो.
But Harmanpreet से तो time हो चुका है. Like, आप हटा ही दो because run out के ऊपर हार रहे हो आप कितने close आके हार रहे हो.
Yeah, and मैं आपको I'll take you back to that situation. It's only the reason why I was there and I kept looking at that. Like, वो जो run out हुआ था ये tournament में, आप इतना उस पे दिल पे ले लिए कि मैच ही भूल गया. Like, like that was not.
Yeah, और वो experience इतना है आपको. मतलब बड़े प्लेयर्स जो होते हैं they just forget and move on immediately, right?
Yeah.
Like, कभी-कभी आप in football अगर आपका गोल मिस होता है, they can't think about that goal because it's quick turnaround time. And similarly, you had an agenda that you had to beat New Zealand. आप उस पे ज्यादा फोकस नहीं करके आप इस पे फोकस करके आप मैच के बाद भी क्या फर्क पड़ जाता है भाई. अगले 2 बॉल में वो अमेलिया कर आउट ही हो गई थी. It didn't make a very big difference.
मगर आप छोड़े ही नहीं उसको.
वही
डिसीजन मेरे हिसाब से भी गलत था, लेकिन it doesn't matter.
Like, ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट हुआ नहीं क्योंकि 3 बॉल में फिर आउट ही हो गई.
नहीं हुआ इम्पैक्ट, मगर उसको जो इम्पैक्ट हुआ वो तो लाइक भाई मैच के बाद भी चल रहा था. So I didn't get that. सुदीप दादा, thank you so much, man. You आप कहाँ गए थे?
IPL में आते हैं खाली. अच्छा. He's asking Puma jacket hi.
Hi, how are you?
Test match India versus New Zealand and Bangalore 16 को बात करेंगे. Today we'll talk about the T20 World Cup. Women's World Cup, India and Pakistan don't knock out हो गया. In terms of Pakistan, their team looks very out of sorts. I think physically they have to develop talent. I mean, they've still spirit. I would give them like 9 or 10 on spirit at least. But yeah, fielding I'd give them minus. I'm sorry because like 8 drop catches. निदादार तो like बाल color कर ली green. I think लाल कर लेंगे कल because गुस्से में आगे लाल हो गया था मूस का. मेरे हिसाब से I don't think she didn't like the fact that 8 catches, man. But credit to her, she didn't lose her cool. It was expressive on her face, but yeah, apart from that, kuch tantrum nahi pheki.
Yeah.
But Pakistan, yeah, Muniba, Alia, all of these guys from the top batting, Sadia, all of, very मतलब quality इतना great नहीं है. Still need to up their physical game. थोड़ा strong होना है, थोड़ा able to clear the boundaries, can the covers and find the gaps in the power play. This World Cup looks like पूरा power play के ऊपर.
Yeah, because the pitches are wearing down, especially old ball को मारना बहुत मुश्किल हो रहा है, and already आपको pace उतना generate नहीं हो रहा spinner से. You saw how Amelia Kirk was flighting it today. There was not you have to generate a lot of power to clear the boundary, and the pitch is not also allowing you. It's not coming onto the bat nicely. So yeah, 100% you have to make use of the power play.
But yeah, 4 great semi-finalists are shaping up: Australia, New Zealand, England, and probably West Indies, South Africa. I think South Africa is through. I'm not sure on that, but
yeah, right now वो England West Indies का game है कल, then we'll understand कि who will qualify from there. But definitely it should be good. Right now Australia are favorites for me. लेकिन if Alyssa Healy doesn't come back, there might be a sort of bother, especially if they play someone like England or even a West Indies, South Africa. Maybe West Indies can surprise them. They've done it in the past. So like 100%, I think right now Australia are favorites, but there's always opportunity for other teams.
Yeah, just taking a couple of things. Bhai, बहुत disappointing. Yeah, very disappointing because हम लोग इंडिया को बहुत फेवर करे ये वर्ल्ड कप में, and yes, a lot of people were writing them off from game 1. आई थिंक जो पाकिस्तान के अगेंस्ट करे, आप बोलोगे कि नहीं 1 8 रन रेट नहीं, आई थिंक वो भी सही करे मेरे हिसाब से, बिकॉज आप श्रीलंका के अगेंस्ट फिर दिखते ही नहीं थे अगर आप वो नहीं करते थे. तो फिर श्रीलंका के अगेंस्ट आप अच्छा गेम खेले, बट फिर ऑस्ट्रेलिया के अगेंस्ट आपका वोल्डरमोट बाहर निकल के आ गया, आपका शनि जो भी बोलो कि भाई आप उनके सामने एकदम से वो येलो जर्सी देखते कि सब पैक हो जाते हैं, एंड दैट्स समथिंग, दैट्स अ प्रॉब्लम, and you've got to get over it, and like you've lost it, you have to take it with a pinch of salt. But yeah, you've just got to accept reality. Right now you're not on those levels, despite what you showed in the bilateral, despite what you showed in the Asia Cup. Even in the Asia Cup, pressure situation came, you flopped. T20 World Cup, here you are again, same situation, you flopped. So I think they need to learn how to get. आप psychologist को लेके जा रहे हैं, आप ये कर रहे हैं, आप आवाज़ां कर रहे हैं, इतना सब हुआ कर रहे हैं, लेकिन आप end में you have to perform and push comes to shove. So yeah, it's very Pakistan. Very sloppy today. 10 catches dropped and poor batting by the middle. Yeah, they just went with this. They thought they could be very aggressive against the New Zealand side, जो skill level पे आपसे ज़्यादा talented है. You were trying to do something. Obviously 53 runs या किसी का की margin बहुत ज़्यादा था. आप attacking intent बताया, that was good, that was brave, but yeah, again it just didn't make sense at time, the short selection.
Yeah, I think Pakistan, look, they've always not been on that level in women's cricket. Lekin now they have that leader. I feel they have someone who can actually go for that approach. And look, it's going to take some time. Overnight नहीं होगा. And if you see Pakistan women's cricket in the past, they haven't really. I've never seen them in a semi-final, right? Like उतने expectations नहीं थे. One positive you can have is that yes, they beat Sri Lanka. You lost other matches, but I think simply the other teams were better than you on paper also and on the day. And like it's just about learning from there how to improve. They have to improve their fielding, like you said, batting, bowling. Bowling I think was good this tournament, much better than पहले tournaments. So, but yes, batting has to improve, fielding has to improve. Last over में तो हर ball catch drop हो रहा था, like that was incredible.
फिर उन्होंने catch करके जाके sorry बोल रही है, ऐसा हो गया था situation. Smriti never performed on the pressure, and yeah, Smriti though this time she looked lost. Even in the New Zealand game, हम लोग वही बात करते, facially she looked like she was gone. She didn't know what was going around her. She was in some thought, like maybe she was overthinking the ball that's coming based on the pitch because of try करने से कहाँ pitch होगी, कहाँ move होगा नहीं होगा. वो shell में जाके defensive approach उन्होंने, and all she was doing was trying to get the timing right. वो फील्डर को दे रहे टाइमिंग राइट, 11-15 बॉल आप कंज्यूम कर ले रहे हो, प्रेशर में आके आप शॉट मारने जा रहे हो, and you're giving up your wicket, and that's what again happened with Australia. She got flustered, नहीं निकल रहा shot. Shefali on the other hand was looking more comfortable yesterday. She was clearing the boundaries, she looked, but again she got caught. Like चलो ठीक है, but she was playing according to the script. Smriti looked out of sorts 100%. Like NC has 3 good players, to be honest. India should have done better. 100%. I agree with that. Harman always blamed not having WPL earlier, but now I feel they will be asked 100%. देखो भाई, conditions are very similar back home, conditions, weather, and everything. So I think you had situation in control. You know what the plan was. You knew what you were expected of doing. Only had to beat Australia. That was the only thing. ऐसा नहीं था कि आप net run rate आपका ऐसा कुछ problem था, या even if you would have just won by 1 run outs, I think you would have qualified it.
I don't know, but New Zealand आज दबा के
जीती, but yeah, you would still at least be in a better mind space, right, than what you are.
I think that New Zealand game is where you lost the tournament. Like that New Zealand match, वहाँ पे आप ऐसा तैयारी नहीं दिख रहे थे. You didn't look like you were prepared enough, and yeah, they just looked lost, all of them. So I think that was the thing. With Australia, I think it was not a bad performance actually.
Yeah,
Like look,
the 5th, 7th, 16th, 17th, where they get
yeah,
30
like
in 2 overs.
they were compared to the other teams who have played. They've been the closest. Yes, they didn't have Ali Sahili, so that's a big loss. But
Yeah.
still, I think in log they were pretty close, India. But like that New Zealand game is it's still hurting. I think wo game वैसा performance देना, I think that was very disappointing.
You can put a lot of combinations. Like at the end of the day, आप New Zealand game, आप Pakistan game, but I think at the end, वो Australia का game will come down to that because you just at least you had a very good bowling till the 14th over. Then you just threw away runs, and then in the batting also you started strong. You're looking good, but then again you started throwing wickets. And Harman kept you in the game, no doubt. But when she had to shift gears, that's when she just got into this whole अरे यार ये टाइम अब मेरा टाइम है मैं कुको बट वो करने पा रहे थे शी वाज थिंकिंग इट बट शी नॉट एबल टू डू इट समथिंग व्हाट वी सॉ धोनी इन 2019 दोनों मारने जा रहे थे मार लग रहे नहीं थे या नहीं मार रहे थे यूजुअली द बॉल्स दैट विल बेल्ट आउट सो मे बी इट्स लाइक मोर लाइक इन दैट सिचुएशन आप ब्रेन में इतना घुस जाते हैं आपका सिचुएशन के विकेट भी बचानी है आपको रन भी मारना है आप अगर टेल को लेके चल रहे हो तो वो भी एक प्रॉब्लम है तो आई थिंक इट्स ऑल ऑफ दैट put together.
But the problem was that first game, the way you lost it by that big margin. Even if you won this game, it might not have been enough. Like today, now I look at that net run rate of India won in the last over. I don't think it would have been enough the way New Zealand won today. So it all boils down to how you start that tournament and the opposition where you expect to do better. It's all right losing, but the way the manner if you lost to New Zealand by like 10 runs, 5 runs by fighting, and then you lost yesterday, then that game would have come more into the picture for me. The Australia game ki bhai kaisa haar gaye ye wo, but aap jis tarike se wahan haar gaye wahin to aapka net run rate gir gaya, and that is very important in these kind of tournaments.
Yeah, Pakistan tried to chase it in 10.4 overs and qualify. Yeah, 100%. I mean, they gave an
credit,
effort. They tried at least, and like we keep saying, I think Fatima Sana is the future. She looks like crazy bowler, much better batsman than what she was. She's growing every day. She's learning. She's taking inspiration from everybody around her. And yeah, I'm pretty sure she's going to be something special for Pakistan. Not enough women cricket after Asia Cup. India did not play any international game for 45-60 days.
100%. I agree with you. Like ये तो 100%. ये आपका जो point है, that is what it is. Like you need to play bilaterals. You need to have preparation.
Australia played New Zealand. England played before they came. I think South Africa also played before they
even
came.
Pakistan
even
played.
Pakistan played before they came. So yeah, 100% you need to get in the scheme of 2020 things. Just because you play cricket doesn't mean कि आप कोई भी format को easily adapt कर लेंगे. हाँ चलो test खेले, you have a lot of overs under your belt, but still T20 scenarios are different. The pressures, the margins, or the run rate and all of these things change immaculately. So वो चीज से आप adapt करना है ज़्यादा, right? So I think 100% you need to get into that space of a T20. At least दुबई में आके आप एक warm up खेले आई थिंक
खेले
बट आई कैन नॉट इनफ टू गेट इनटू
वो तो सबको खेलना पड़ता है आप अगर 60 दिन 2 महीने क्रिकेट नहीं खेल रहे तो फिर ऑफ कोर्स देयर विल बी लैकलस्टर एंड देयर विल बी क्या बोलते सो दे लुक रस्टी और वही हुआ राइट लाइक दे डिडंट लुक इन द जोन इन दैट न्यूजीलैंड गेम इंडिया माइट मूव टू वर्स आफ्टर हरमन आई फील बट यू गॉट टू चेंज you have to change it and try like I think it's been enough 6 years is a lot of time like in certain sports you don't last even 2 months 3 months so like I think 6 years been a thing and I wouldn't say that like you've reached your goal with her so now you change and you try I don't think there is any more reason to keep giving chances to her I'm not saying take her out of the team I think she's still a very good batter and she can still play but there has to be a time limit on a captain and I don't know that's just my opinion because I've watched for women's cricket closely since 2017 and in the last 7 years I've not I've seen similar patterns yes I've seen improvements at times I've seen moments which were incredible Harmanpreet 150 against Australia or whatever that score was an incredible innings I watched in the Commonwealth I thought they played really well apart from that last 5 minutes but how many times are we gonna South Africa game वो भी फैज का फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड कप था हम लोग साथ में देख रहे थे वो उन्हें रन आउट हुई पूरा गेम चेंज हो गया वो भी आपके हाथ में था लाइक वो फिर वो भी हुआ लाइक 4-5 वक्त और यहाँ
But
पे
again,
तो I
वही
think this is the
आप
final straw, man.
क्वेश्चन करो कि भाई उनका दिमाग कहाँ है, where is their mindset है, like उन्हें बैट गाड़ दिया और अंदर क्रीज
Yeah,
पे
yeah,
कर लिया,
like
आपका दिमाग
तो
कहाँ है?
और फिर इतना कितने बार हम वो देखेंगे. I think I have nothing against her, man. I'm a big fan of Harmanpreet Kaur, but I just feel there's a time limit on a captain, and if Virat Kohli can be like if he can play as a batter and not a captain, she can too. So I think it's time, man.
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
if
I
it
mean,
goes worse, it goes worse, man. Like I don't mind. Like
now again, you don't know, she might just come out tomorrow and say, okay, I quit. You know, that's also a possibility.
yeah,
So yeah, just wait for that. It's just
yeah.
fresh right now. That's why it's more like emotionally driven.
Yeah.
What we're saying, but tomorrow we'll probably hear Harmanpreet herself will say, "Bas ho gaya mere ko."
I forgot to. I didn't talk to you about it on the stream, but what do you think about Babar Azam being dropped from the cricket?
गम में सोए हैं, गम में जागे, वैसा मसला है. I mean, देखो भाई,
Right call, yeah,
right
wrong call.
right call.
Right
It's
call.
a big call because it alarms everybody else around it.
Yeah,
You know,
I think it's
like
yeah.
आप आप वो एक बड़े को टारगेट करते, जैसे शाहरुख खान उसमें उसको टारगेट करता सीनियर प्लेयर को, वैसा ही सीन है.
And now he has to come back, fight back into the team.
He has to fight back, man.
Yeah.
For me, he has to fight back. I have no face to show people, bro. Like यार understand मेरी शक्ल देखो, स्माइल करना छोड़ दिया भाई, मैं बाबर आजम ड्रॉप हो गया तो like वैसा सीन हो गया. बट आई थिंक इट्स द राइट कॉल. भाई आप इतने टाइम से रन नहीं बनाए, आप नेपाल में लास्ट 100 बनाए, बहुत. एंड आई थिंक इट्स गुड, लाइक साइकोलॉजिकली आप सोचे 23 वर्ल्ड कप, फिर आप कैप्टनसी से हकाल दिए, मजाक बना दिया, आपकी बोर्ड मजाक बना, कॉला नहीं उठाए, फिर आपको वापस लाए, फिर आप अमेरिका से हारे, फिर आप फेल हुए, फिर आप ये टेस्ट में फेल हुए जहाँ लोग 300 200 100 मार रहे. लाइक इसलिए आई थिंक इट्स गुड कि भाई तू छुट्टी पे जा, चाहिए तो लाइक जस्ट गो ऑन टू द माउंटेन्स एंड स्टार्ट लाइक जस्ट बैटमैन बन के वापस आओ. लाइक जो बैटमैन के बिगिंस में उन्हें माउंटेन में जाके वॉरियर बन के आता, वैसे कुछ सीन है.
Ashish in the house, thank you for joining. अच्छा हुआ जो हुआ. The Indian team needs to find characters. Small teams
बुली बन रहे हैं,
वो नहीं बन रहे, बुली बन रहे. And Australia shows them their place every time. Harman lost us 3 World Cups now, and yeah, that's it. Like, I mean, I know that there is a difference in skill. I know this Australian team is much better than this Indian team, but when you're in positions to win a game, that's where you have to show a bit of and you have experience now. It's not like it's the same players in it. Is Smithy is there, Harmanpreet is there, Deepti is there. These players have been in these situations so many times. जो कल चार्जा में वो ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि पहली बार हम लोग ये सिचुएशन में थे. So
we're not solely blaming Harman for this thing. We're blaming it as a collective unit, but Harman is the captain always.
I think the thing is captain is like always the scapegoat, and here I am blaming her more than maybe the other players, because I feel that she's been leading the side for 6 years and I've not seen she's taken big calls. She's put Mithali Raj on the bench. She's she's dropped her. She's done a lot of things and she's been back for 6 years, bro. Like I expect more from the captain. I'm not only talking about her as a batter. I just feel Kaptani itself, like she's not done good enough.
Warm-up doesn't really prepare the action match as you are. Yeah, use all the 15 players. बराबर बात है. बाबर छुट्टी पर कर लेगा, छुट्टी पर भाई बाबर जिम्बाब्वे आ रही है इन नवंबर, आने दो. BCCI just announced the scrapping of impact play rule from the Sayyad Mushtaq.
Yeah, very good call. BCCI, I agree with that.
Yeah, BCCI Sayyad Mushtaq में कायदे आज़म में दिमाग चल रहा
था. Very good. I agree also, with that.
अच्छा, you agree with this thing that they also need to stop making reels, particularly dancing reels. I hope I do not sound like a misogynist, right? Like they usually बोलते हैं ना, अगर कोई player हंस रहा है, बुरा गोल खाए हुए है, player should not laugh, they should be serious.
No, I don't agree with that, because सब करते reels, men's team भी करते. चाहे तो reel king है, like everyone does it.
जब World Cup से हकाले थे 23 में, उसके बाद तो like
आपके कप्तान रोहित शर्मा वर्ल्ड कप विनिंग, उनका तो रील तो अभी तक मशहूर है. जरा नचे के देखा श्रेयस अय्यर के साथ जो नाचता, उन्हें भी तो वो तो भी रील था, राइट?
या वही तो है, बट वो डांस प्रैक्टिस था उसके ब्रदर.
क्या कौन सा डांस प्रैक्टिस?
ब्रदर-इन-लॉ की शादी थी,
मगर रील बना, राइट?
रील बन गया होगा, बट ऐसी मार्केटिंग दुनिया तो रुकेगी नहीं. आप हारो, like कार्तिक भाई, आप हारे तो दुनिया तो नहीं रुकेगी. So they have to also make their thing. Like you think like Virat Kohli lost the World Cup, the next time वो ओशियाना पानी का ऐड आ रहा है, तो ये तो उनका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स रहते. We have to understand that as well. So मेरे हिसाब से it's just the world and the way business.
No, I think by stop making reels, it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, like you might think यार they're not content. वो बोलते हैं बच्चे एग्जाम में नहीं पढ़े तो PlayStation आप अंदर रख दो, वैसा मसला बोल रहे भाई. But I don't think it's like the professionals, man. Like this is their job. Like if I stop making like reels, चलो ठीक है, but like for them it's like and I might get distracted, वैसा बोल रहा हूँ, if I'm playing cricket and like, but for them they're like next level, bro. Like think भाई मुस्तफा भाई 7 years हो गए, we were ranked near Pakistan, now we look good enough to win. So even though we have not won, but things have changed in terms of Indian cricket landscape. women's wise.
100%. But then to go to the next level, you have to make a change. I feel like you've gotten to a certain place now, but now it looks stagnant. You have not won, or you haven't think. I completely agree that there's a huge improvement since when I started watching to now. There's a huge improvement. Expectations have been, very high now. Like if Faiz was watching with me like 6 years ago, he would be happy with this because India wasn't on that level. Like they were on a very low, much lower level. So I completely agree with that. But then you also have to look to improve to another level. So how do you do that? I think you have to make changes. If that's structural changes with the captain, coach, then so be it. That's what I'm
also look at the board that you have and look at the facilities that you have and you compare it to other players. I'm not saying a board raha automatically cricket convert ho jayega, but I'm just saying like they have ability to get anyone and anything possible. So
no, there has been improvement. There, 100%.
And then again, if you're improving and you're so consistent in the whole year, bilateral test series and everything, why are you coming in finals and specifically losing or semi-finals? When there's pressure on your cards, that's where you're breaking down.
Yeah, and sometimes look, there's two ways to look at it. Either you persist and you keep going, which they've already done. I feel 6 saal to de diye usko. They persisted with that. Now it's not worked. It's been stagnant. I mean, yes, there is improvement and everything like that. But in the last 2 years, when your team has been set, when you have been challenging Australia, when you have been beating big teams, वो time पे आप current situations में हार रहे तो कुछ तो बदलाव लेके
मेरा पूछे Musab, I'll give an thing. I don't blame Harman for completely losing out of the World Cup. But yeah, certain captaincy calls you could say, like I would say, like maybe try someone like a left arm, right hand. कल के मैच में यस्तिका को लाके try कर सकते थे आप, like something like that.
Yeah,
दीप्ति को आप push कर लेना.
But the thing is, when you want to make a change, right?
Yeah.
Instead of changing the 11, it's like football. You can't. The front person is the manager, right?
Yeah.
यहाँ पे कप्तान है, like so that's what it is. I mean, it looks very harsh what I'm saying. It sounds, I'm against her. I'm not against her. I just feel that she's had enough time, bro. I'm a big fan, but at the same time, I feel that there needs to be a change so you can take your game to another level. I feel right now it's stagnant, and she's got enough chances. I think
it's like the same performance year by year in the cup. Is what like you're saying, right? Like, and then there's no that impact. So
Virat Kohli was the captain for how long?
4 years.
4, 5, 6, whatever that span. There was a time when it wasn't working in limited overs,
5,
right?
6, yeah.
It was not working.
No.
What happened? You changed, right? And then when you changed it, Rohit Sharma became captain. It didn't work initially, but then it worked, right? Like it did work at the end of the day. Virat Kohli still could be captain right now, but he's not Rohit Sharma's captain. That doesn't mean Virat Kohli is a bad guy. I don't like him, and everything. Sometimes you have to make the change. You can love a person, bro, but sometimes that person is not working. So you have to change
the format also could be like you might be better in one format. Like,
it
you
could
might be a good test captain. You could be a one like Virat is the best test captain we had.
Yeah,
and
but
is he a good one day?
Is he the best T20 captain?
No.
But you made that change, right? It worked, right? At the end of the day.
It's like if you're a good player, automatically doesn't mean you get very good captain. Like Sachin Tendulkar was the greast player ever, but he wasn't the best.
He was not a good captain.
Worst captain.
He was not a good captain at all. So sometimes you have to make the change. I feel.
Mohsen bhai is trying to get our attention for King Babar Azam. Yes, sir, King Babar Azam.
वाह क्या profile picture है, hero mountain backdrop man. ऐसा दिख रहा हम सफर का सीरियल चल रहा है पीछे.
अर्जुन रेड्डी दिख रहा हूँ. अर्जुन रेड्डी ऐसे दिख
रहा है. फवाद खान दिख रहा है मेरे को तो.
फवाद खान नहीं. लेवल ज्यादा है. हाँ? अर्जुन रेड्डी bro. अर्जुन रेड्डी में अपना कौन है यार? देवरकुंडा वैसे दिख रहा भाई. लाइगर जो रहता है.
Oh yeah.
The whole team messed up, I agree, but she played 40 plus balls, scored at 105. Yeah, 100, but that's what like there's as a player, but
that is also okay, bro. I don't have a problem with that because she kept India in the game. But then finish it when you're in there.
Tech updates in the house. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, he's saying, don't you think guys when big matches come always Harmanpreet score? Why the hell Smriti Shefali can't score? Kick them.
No, उससे पहले
we can't do that. We are not their husbands. But the point is that they were tech updated. I understand. Shefali Smith, even I'm very critical of them. They consumed a lot of deliveries. आप power play पूरा waste कर दे रहे. चलो आप न्यूजीलैंड के अगेंस्ट सारे conditions आप समझ के आप 3 गेम खेल चुके, 2 वार्म अप और एक ये, तो आपको मालूम था what's coming in the future. पाकिस्तान के अगेंस्ट भी आप कील के मारे, आप उतना aggressive intent नहीं बता सके. Then Sri Lanka के अगेंस्ट everyone was dripping and roaring because I thought they got into the rhythm. They finally got a mantra or something. But then again, like credit to Shefali, at least she went attacking. She had a 6, she had a good boundary, but Smriti just looked like she didn't know how to play cricket.
I'll tell you something. I'm talking outside of the batting, right? You watched the game yesterday. Harmanpreet जो है, जब फाइनल ओवर्स चल रहे थे, उन्हें खुद कैच और ड्रॉप कर रही थी, ठीक है. उसके बाद लास्ट बॉल के बाद जो छक्का पड़ा, she lost it completely and everything like that. First of all, that demotivates the team and everything, and you yourself are not taking responsibility taking catches. I feel that is like a lack of leadership at that time. I'm not saying you can't shout, you can shout, like ठीक है, but आप खुद कैच आउट ड्रॉप कर रहे हैं, तो फिर उसके बाद आप लाइक व्हाट आर यू एक्सपेक्टिंग लाइक फ्रॉम योर टीम,
इंस्पिरेशन आप ही हो ना।
लाइक तो वो एक चीज है। दूसरी चीज, आपकी बॉलिंग चेंजेस मेरे को उतने वो लेवल पे दिखे नहीं। न्यूजीलैंड के अगेंस्ट आप टाइम वेस्ट कर दिए, वो जाके अंपायर के साथ आधा घंटा बात कर लिए वो रन आउट के चक्कर में। तो ये थोड़ी चीजें, ये कितने बार होंगे। आप साउथ अफ्रीका में जाओ, वो रन आउट, आप ऐसा बैट वो करे, फिर चिल्ला रहे। कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स में उसकी जमी की कितनी
बांग्लादेश
अच्छी,
के कैप्टन से लड़ लिए थे
या फिर ये देखो कॉमनवेल्थ फाइनल इंडिया इंग्लैंड का, हरमनप्रीत जमी का वो कर रहा था, she lost her head at that time also, didn't finish it. I mean, she's a great batter, I'm not saying that, but like at sometimes maybe just relieve her from the captaincy and put her in another role and see what happens. Because bro, Asia Cup final losing to Sri Lanka, that's a failure in my eyes, and not reaching the semi-final of the World Cup is a failure. So like of course it's everybody's part of the problem, but you have to start somewhere. You have to start with the leader, and then you can go on to the other teams. And then if Smriti doesn't perform, she'll also get dropped like later jaake. But like you have to start somewhere. I'm not saying kick her out of the team right now, but right now her captaincy is not working in my opinion.
We were looking at today's result. Yeah, if New Zealand would have still played, yeah, वो तो
there you go. So then it all comes down to that first game.
नेपाल के अगेंस्ट 150 लास्ट स्कोर था, उसके बाद ड्रॉप। अब मजाक किसका बनाएंगे यार, रिजवान ही नहीं रह गया। दिस इंडियन वुमेन्स टीम रिमाइंड्स मी ऑफ पाकिस्तानी मेन टीम. There are also groupism. Remember how they removed Mithali and Ramesh Pawar?
Yes, I remember in the West Indies, right? That World Cup, उसमें बहुत बड़ा controversy हुआ.
India women के पास backup ही नहीं है. To build a backup, they need to expand the WPL to 8 teams. I mean, वो तो धीरे-धीरे they're trying to get investment. I think Chennai Super Kings is the next franchise that wants to get a WPL team, but they're still waiting on that. But that's also not an वो excuse नहीं बना सकते आप. अगर आप like at least चलो backup छोड़ दो, आप ये टीम तो कब से खेल रही है एक साथ, लाइक 2.5 साल से, तो 1.5 years से तो आराम से एक साथ खेल रहे हैं, एंड दे नो ईच अदर वेरी वेल एंड स्टफ, लाइक यू आर अ प्रॉपर यूनिट. लाइक इंडिया 23 वर्ल्ड कप जब खेली, क्या वर्ल्ड वाइड मशीन है, वो 24 आवर्स दे लुक इक्वली वेल डॉट. आई थिंक इट्स जस्ट लाइक देयर समथिंग साइकोलॉजिकल देयर मोर देन एनीथिंग. लाइक प्रॉब्लम दिख रहा क्लियरली इन देयर हेड दैट दे आर नॉट एबल टू मैच सिनेरियोज में, दे जोनिंग आउट, एंड दैट्स नॉट पॉसिबल इन एनी. तो आप बैकअप वालों को भी लाएंगे तो वो बिल्ड करने टाइम लगेगा, बट ये तो पूरे एक्सपीरियंस मंजे हुए खिलाड़ी हैं एक से एक. ऐसा नहीं है कि नोबडी नोस हाउ टू प्ले. फेयर से एक रिक्वेस्ट था, एक बार बाबर वाला सॉन्ग सुना दो, गम्मे सोए. वो तो जबरदस्त, यू नो द रील, सब बाबर को बेचारे को एआई में डाल के उसको गम्मे सोए है बोल के उसको डालिए. एवरीवन हैज दैट. इवन आई थिंक जो हारती वो कैप्टन को डाल देते थे. बट या आई मीन बाबर आजम का देखो एक क्लियर, आई एम तो नॉट हैप्पी विद इट, बट आई थिंक इट्स द राइट कॉल. I respect the batsman a lot. I think he could. I think उसके ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा मसला भाई, जो मेरे को बैठा के like whatever I'm doing live, I learn a lot. So they've put a lot of pressure on this guy. Like unfortunate, 2019 में आपका हीरो बन गया जल्दी. He rose to fame too quick, I think, for his own good. They should have protected him like Shubman Gill. उसको ऐसा प्रोटेक्शन देना था कि you know भाई आप खेलो, आप अपनी बैटिंग करो. कैप्टनसी भी दे दी बेचारा ने. सेमीफाइनल में किस्मतों से भी ला रहा था, कभी टैलेंट से भी ला रहा था. But yeah, he's not ending up in that. He's not been able to focus on his batting. He's not been able to develop skills as a batsman. He's not been able to, become a match winner for them. He's a good batsman, but if you want to be the best, you've got to be having an ability to win matches, to stay there till the end, to be that motivating factor.
Man, there's only a couple of people, YouTubers that we watch, like, they've been calling him out since day one, even when Pakistan were doing well, right? Yeah. Like, credit to them. ठीक है, उन लोग शोर मचाते चिल्लाते and everything, but I like their analysis, I like their content, because उन लोग पहले से बोल रहे कि भाई इन्हें इसका because जब उन लोग इंडिया को हराए थे वो टाइम पे भी उन लोग एक ही स्टैंड बोल रहे थे कि भाई देखो ड्यू भी है, ये भी वो भी. अब निकल के दूसरे जो कमेंटेटर्स है, दूसरे लोग हैं, सलमान बट फॉर एग्जांपल नाउ इज सेइंग दैट वो जो मैच था ड्यू के वजह से आप जीत गए थे, बिकॉज वो दुबई में एक्चुअली जो वर्ल्ड कप था एवरीवन वन चेसिंग. India, Pakistan chased against India, Pakistan chased against New Zealand, Australia chased against Pakistan, Australia chased against New Zealand. So, and then even New Zealand chased against England in the semi-final. Every match was one. मगर वो टाइप पे सब तारीफ कर रहे थे, right? So it all depends on what stance you're taking, how you're looking at it. But I feel that he's himself to blame for. He should have done better. He had the backing. He was captain for a long time. He had the power. He should have improved his game. Should have whatever it took to improve your game, whether it's taking advice, whether it's practicing, whether it's saying, he should have developed his game.
ये समझ में नहीं आती. अपन ना यहाँ से बैठते देखते and we see कि भाई देखो ये players पाकिस्तान इन जनरल पाकिस्तान टीम की बात करो, not just बाबर, like we see these problems, right? Like physically nahi great here, and you could, I don't know, like as a captain now that you would probably want to work on those things, you know, like
Yeah,
fielding.
man.
You wanted to make a, you know, you want to make a team that backs who plays. That's why मेरे के लिए Rohit Sharma one of, like, probably the best name, but one of the best इसलिए because everybody wants to play for him.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like cricket, focus on the cricket. आप जो बोल रहे हैं, right? Like you don't need रोहित शर्मा कौन सा physique है? कुछ भी नहीं है. Like it's not like he doesn't have any physique. Like Virat Kohli, yes, okay, I understand. Rohit Sharma doesn't have any physique or anything like that, but he's trying to work on his batting. What is he playing for? What is he paid for? His batting, his leadership and thing. इन लोग ये नहीं कर रहे. Like you don't have to be the fittest guy to play cricket. Like it's different sport.
Lebrock will tell you that. Huh? Bermuda का Lebrock will tell you that.
Yeah, even that guy अभी अपना कौन है वेस्ट इंडीज का?
हाँ, वो समझ गया कौन.
Yeah, like you don't have to be the fittest guy. I'm not saying you need to be like that either, but I'm just saying you don't have to be the fittest guy to play cricket. You have to work on your skill, which is what? Bat, ball. वो लोग वो मेरे को नहीं दिख रहा. आप देखो शाइन का कितना डिप हो गया, पेस भी डिप हो गया, फॉर्म भी डिप हो गया, बाबर का डिप हो गया. एक लेवल पे आप थे, उसके बाद इतना नीचे जाना, आप इंप्रूव नहीं करना. It's not acceptable.
मेंटालिटी ऐसी होती है यार. Like what I feel, मेरे हिसाब से is that आप अपने आप को असेस करते, नहीं भाई मैं यहाँ पे गलती कर रहा हूँ, या मेरी फिटनेस इधर, मेरी सांस यहाँ फूल रही है, मेरा ये टेक्निक अच्छा नहीं. यू ट्राई टू, अब जितना आप अपने गेम पे फोकस करेगा उतना अच्छा. आप बाहरी दुनिया के बारे में सोच रहे हैं.
मसला यही है, राइट? लाइक a human's ego is the biggest problem. The same problem with you, same problem with me, same problem with anybody. The human ego is the same problem. Now when you achieve a certain kind of thing, then if somebody is telling you otherwise, or thing, you feel that like no, I'm correct, or thing. It happens with me also. It's not just like I'm not blaming one person. So that's where it all comes down to. Like
but you will still, after a fall, after a failure, you still learn, is what I'm saying, right? Like
who knows, maybe he's learning and it's just not it's not working out for him. Now maybe he's learned his lesson or whatever and it's not working out for him. It could be that, you know, he still felt he's still in that politics. Maybe he felt that he was still undroppable. I don't know what it is, but now he's dropped. Let's see what happens if he makes a comeback or not. I still feel he can make a comeback.
Yeah, I mean comeback,
but it's the right call. He had to take a
3 दिन पहले या कल या परसों बोले थे, देखो कि भाई अगर उन्हें ड्रॉप होगा और अभी पाकिस्तान नहीं परफॉर्म करेंगे, पाकिस्तान की पूरी आवाम फिर बोलेंगे सुलाओ वापस. So या तो आप थोड़ा टाइम दो इसको, ऐसा कि भाई ये नहीं कि भाई बाबर जाते की और बाबर की याद आ रही. थोड़ा बाबर, जैसा मैं केएल राहुल के टाइम पे भी यही बोला था, भाई केएल राहुल को सिस्टम से थोड़ा बाहर जाने तो हमें याद भी आना कि भाई केएल राहुल था बोल के. Because KL Rahul kept coming back, kept failing, kept failing. So I wanted him to take a break so that he could go out, reinvent himself, take his time, and then, you know, when time comes, उसको वापस धीरे-धीरे लाएंगे. मेरे हिसाब से बाबर के साथ भी यही करना चाहिए कि भाई उसको थोड़ा टाइम दे दो, उसको ऐसा बताओ कि भाई नहीं हम आपको है. असल महमूद सिंह नहीं, हम उसको क्या निकाले नहीं, हम उसको रेस्ट कराए. ती बात हुई, बात निकालो, रेस्ट करो, जो भी करो, but give the team that much time to be able to adapt either without him or that they know that they need him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
What are your thoughts on the later, brother? There may be Jemmy. Jemmy का तो मैंने भी बोला, but yeah, I mean we just have to wait and see who that call makes. Harmanpreet should meet the same feature, but I think it's time to drop her. Exactly what Mustafa is voicing.
At least from captaincy.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Pakistan and England starting 11 tomorrow? Your boy's back, bro. He's back, fit as a fiddle.
Ben Stokes is back. Yes. I love it. I think Pakistan finally are going for the kill now. It might backfire on them, but at least chance तो मिलेगा, right? आपको chance मिलेंगे. आप भाई पंखे डाल दिए पिच पे.
Yeah, उसको spinning वाला बना रहेगा.
Yeah, and जैसा कार्तिक भाई बोले, they're using the same pitch, and it will be a tough ask for both teams. But right now England are 1-0 up, so they will go in confident. But finally they will be tested. Like whatever it is, if they win or lose, I don't know, but they will be tested now because it's going to be a turning track, hopefully. And
then they have Leeds, they have Bashir there, and Joe Root as a part-timer.
Yeah,
they've got Potts in. I think they've who did they sit down? The other guy, I forgot his name. Brandon Carts is still there. Potts की जगह Potts से पहले कौन खिलाने पड़ेगा?
Yeah.
And for them they've got Saim Ayyub, Abdullah Shafiq, Shan Masood, Kamran Ghulam, Saud Shakil, Mohammad Rizwan, Salman Agha, Amir Jamal, Nauman Ali, जिसके बारे में आप बहुत याद कर रहे थे, साजिद खान एंड जाहिद महमूद.
जाहिद महमूद is the one. आप जो बोल रहे थे भाई, कौन कार्तिक भाई या कोई बोल रहे थे कौन है वो, कुलदीप स्टाइल वो नहीं है, जाहिद महमूद है वो, लेग स्पिनर.
So yeah, I mean it's going to be fun now. Let's see मुल्तान का पिच कितना टर्न होगा, पहले वो देखना पड़ेगा. That's the biggest thing for me. And then we see if it's going to be a boring first session. I'll still watch it till I have to, but I'm just saying.
Faz going to be with you guys live throughout the day.
Yeah, my white black hair will turn white. Still,
You can do a watch along.
yeah, I don't think anyone will be along. I'll be just watching. No one else will be
एक
along.
टेस्ट मार लो कल.
एक बंदा आएगा, चल लेते हैं भाई, क्या कर रहे हैं भाई, छोड़ो बोल के एक बंदा चलेगा, एक आएगा भाई तू चल जा भाई बस. Still Park should have handled it better. I don't know why they make everything public. I mean
that is always there.
Masala paisa.
That's always there. Bhai. Even India makes it public. You remember when in 2007 World Cup, before the World Cup, उन्हें शोएब अख्तर बैट लेके मार दिया था आसिफ को. तो शोएब अख्तर को भिजा दिए थे. Then Pakistan made the final. ये सब तो होता है like in their cricket.
तेरा ईगो कुछ भी नहीं है, मेरा ईगो तूने नहीं देखा. मस्ती ऑन मी while punching.
अरे मैं कहाँ से पंच करूँ भाई आपको.
Babar ego got the best of him. Hassan that in the changing room, the players qualified him. Babar. Someone else also, I remember you mentioned on a podcast, a female who was closely working with the Pakistani cricket board mentioned that Babar wanted his team. And
yeah. There was also who else said it, man? It was Mohammad Wasim only. इन्हें जो वुमेन्स कोच है, जो जब उन्हें पीसीबी का कुछ था, जब उन्हें भी शायद बोला था ऐसा कुछ, he wanted his own players and this and that. Babar ego got the best of him. Hassan Ali a bit in the change room, the players refer to
hacking. वो हमारा hacking हमें लगता है वो कर देगा. That's one.
वही है, like you know when they were doing well at that time. They were all on cloud nine. They got power, and it happens.
Do you think it's time Shefali should start playing consistent? Should be next captain. She hasn't done anything in this World Cup. She's getting found out by bowlers. I mean, she's still young. She's obviously much more data on her in the Under-19 World Cup and stuff. But I think she'll also grow as a player. She has a very good ability to be aggressive in the power play, and I think abhi India mein koi bhi wo.
What I liked about her, which yes, she needs to be more consistent, you're right. But what I liked about her yesterday also, agar aap dekh lo 12 ball mein jo 20 run mari, but she was looking to take the attack. Her intent was
that ko bhej dena tha opening.
Yeah, she looked like मैं मारने जा रहा हूँ, मैं attack करूँगी. Whereas Smith थोड़ा डर के खेल रही थी.
और वो first match
and in Shefali जो है, she looked to take the attack. Again, bad shot. Again, yes, you can criticize consistency नहीं है, लेकिन that was something that I liked about her. Ki at least she was looking to take the attack to the opposition.
Babar's form has declined ever since he talked about Hania. He should have not done that. Hania is mine. Just kidding. Hania तो कॉन्सर्ट में चले आ रही भाई, आपकी भी नहीं.
वाह फैज, अप टू डेट हां.
यार तुम्हारे साथ रह रहे के
मेरे साथ रह रहे. We never discussed about her.
So yeah, Hania.
Yeah, how come everyone is crazy about her? I don't get it.
I don't know. मेरे को तो बॉयकॉट समझ में नहीं आता. वो निदादार के सीख रही थी.
Even Badshah, she was the one with Badshah, right? Chilling.
Yeah, मैं बादशाह बोलता तो ट्विंकल खन्ना याद आ गया मेरे. Wokes and Atkinson आया. Atkinson.
They were in London, for the Pakistan awards movie.
That I don't know. I just saw her in the concert.
She was there. And there
was a guy behind her who was shouting that serial she's in. I don't know which serial she's in. So she was talking about तुम यहाँ क्या कर रही हो घर में खान, something like that.
अच्छा.
तो मजाक कर रहे थे and she turned around and laughed.
What's your favorite Pakistani serial?
I don't know any.
You didn't watch Humsafar?
नहीं भाई.
Zindagi Gulzar hai?
नहीं भाई.
Okay, have you seen a British Pakistani show? Citizen Khan?
Yes, very old.
That's my favorite show.
उन्हें एक शेरवानी में बुढ़े रहते. वो नहीं, I think Ibrahim, right? अच्छा, Sufyan कुछ नाम था बोल रहे हो. Not the Zahid Mahmood नहीं हो.
अरे Zahid Mahmood है.
It's heartening to see foreign teams better than Asian teams on slow turning pitches. I mean, yeah, that's true.
But again, like it depends, right? New Zealand, they lost to Sri Lanka. Pakistan आके सब मार दे रही. Like वही देखना पड़ेगा. Like will they? Like England lost to India in India. Maybe it's just a Pakistan thing right now.
No, I think they're on a T20 World Cup.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he's saying Australia. England,
but they're more skillful, man.
And fitter. Zahid Mahmood is right arm spinner. Sufyan Mukim is the Chinaman spinner. He's yet to make a debut in first class cricket.
There you go.
As he's been so Sufyan, it's not Zahid. Sufyan is back in an emerging Asia Cup.
So Zahid Mahmood is the guy.
Zahid Mahmood.
Who is the left arm spinner?
The guy in the team is Zahid Mahmood. Zahid Mahmood is a right arm leg spinner. Sufyan Mukim is the spinner.
Are you sure he's right arm?
Maybe it's right arm Kuldeep Yadav. We don't know yet. So we'll see
tomorrow. Is Zahid Mahmood 100% right arm?
It's Ibrahim Bhai.
Okay. My bad. I may be mistaking him for someone else. I'm sorry about that.
I mean, say Pakistan में हर आधे घंटे में कोई player बदलता, कोई आता.
No, my bad, bro. I really thought he was the left
Bilawal Bhatti.
Yes.
I don't know where he went. वैसा मसला है. Like so many players that you don't know where went and when they came and they left.
Iftikhar Rao Anjum.
But yeah, hopefully. Oh yeah, उसका तो याद है.
Faiz का favorite player Arhan Navidul Hasan. Arhan Navidul Hasan.
But yeah, I mean, this just I hope it's वाकई में spinner रहना because I want to also see spin, man. I want to see something than a flat track. I'm pretty sure it'll at least be a little challenging, at least a little bit. England को थोड़ा रुका देंगी rather than just giving them flat tracks where they can just smash day and night. And public भी आएंगे अगर ऐसा ट्रैक दिखा उनको टीवी खोल के हाफ डे के बाद.
Main thing is you have to, like, if you're not good enough or whatever like that, you have to see what the opposition struggles against and you have to try.
Yeah.
Look, it can go the other way. अगर आपकी batting collapse होगी 50 all out हो गए, I understand that, but I still would want this because that's your best option to win. Because आप देख लिया, आप ड्रॉ करने के लिए खेल रहे हैं पिछले 2 साल से. कितने मैचेस जीते या ड्रॉ करे आप?
जीते ही नहीं ना, 11 में से.
और सब फ्लैट विकेट थे, सब फ्लैट विकेट थे. तो फिर क्या मतलब उसका? आप हारना तो ऐसे हार जाओ.
कम से कम आप ये बोल सकते हैं इंग्लैंड भी इतनी कम मान रही है.
या एंड एटलीस्ट 2 दिन आपके सेव हो जाएंगे, जाके टूरिज्म कर लो.
टूरिज्म
तो पाकिस्तान manages to win, Babar is gone for life. I mean, for a while he'll go,
yeah,
but
good if he goes for a while also.
So does this also mean that he's not going to be in the Champions Trophy squad?
वो पैसे देने आती पब्लिक बाबर को देखने भी वैसे.
तो उससे क्या मतलब है?
मतलब पाकिस्तान का घर का टीम है. आई डोंट नो इतना ड्रास्टिक स्टेप लेंगे पाकिस्तान.
So you're saying he'll be in the
Champions Trophy. हर फॉर्मेट में गिरा देंगे तो भाई में मिल जाएंगे. फिर वो ऐसा नहीं, उतना बुरा भी नहीं करना किसी के साथ. बट देखो भाई, राइट नाउ अभी ब्रेक जो है बाबर को तो खिलाएंगे. ब्रेक के बाद नहीं खिलाएंगे, ब्रेक के बाद भी देखना है कितना टाइम तक नहीं खिलाएंगे. और आई डोंट नो जीतेंगे हारेंगे, पहले तो पिच देखना पड़ेगा. पिच के बाद मानो एनएस साहब बोले फ्लैट ट्रैक पे ही बैटिंग नहीं कर पा रहे, 400-500 के मार के भी हार रहे. आई थिंक ये ऑप्शन बेटर है. What are your thoughts on Fakhar's tweet and Ahmed Jamal's Insta post to question PCB dropping Babar? PCB were not happy, gave warning to Fakhar, Zaman and Ahmed Jamal. Yeah, Fakhar basically came out and saying कि आप best player को कैसे निकालते हैं. Ahmed Jamal का तो नहीं देखा मैं.
भाई current players नहीं करना चाहिए, I think.
Yeah, नहीं करना चाहिए. I mean, they're trying to probably show their loyalty and friendship. I
mean, each to their own. They have every right. I don't have anyone to stop them. But I just feel that if you're a current player, don't get involved in all that. No. Keep your opinion privately. Yeah, keep your opinion privately.
Pakistan ODI कौन बनेगा? Rizwan should not be the captain man ODI में. I don't think he should.
फिर कौन
बनेगा करोड़पति?
रिजवान मेरे हिसाब से. और कौन है?
ओपनिंग कौन कर रहे हैं उधर? और कौन है? बाबर ही याद आ रहा है मुझे. याद ही नहीं आ रहा.
रिजवान ही है.
रिजवान, लेकिन यार अगेन द प्रॉब्लम इज दिस गाय. याद समझ में नहीं आ रहा मेरे को तो. लाइक बिकॉज़ ये फॉर्मेट है तो अलग करो, कैप्टन अलग कर दो, सिंपल वैसे कर दो कुछ. बिकॉज़ रिजवान बेस्ट वाइब नहीं दे रहा है कैप्टन.
I think, look, he's the most experienced. He's the one who's been in the team the longest. He's the one who's seen all this ups and downs and everything. Give him the shot and see. And then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But you'll have to try something, right? Unless you want to give it. शादाब का मेरे को दिख रहा ही नहीं उन्हें परमानेंट.
है ना, T20 का तो भी बना दो शादाब.
नहीं, उसका मेरे को परमानेंट दिख रहा ही नहीं उन्हें. वनडे खेलेगा नहीं खेलेगा. उसकी कितनी बुरी परफॉर्मेंस थी.
Shodi is not coming up.
So I don't know.
They should have dropped him from the Zimbabwe series rather than this series.
Which Zimbabwe series? The Zimbabwe series.
I'm not sure which player he's talking about also.
Yeah.
Australia announced 8 teams. Ibrahim bhai, mashallah, he should be Mufaddal Wara second, bro, and everything, mashallah, like crazy. Contracted players should not. Yes, yeah, they shouldn't talk. Like, bhai, tu tera dekh le pehle. तेरी परफॉर्मेंस आ रही नहीं आ रही, तेरे को भी बिठा देंगे कहीं. द ट्वीट शोज दोस्ती यारी, जस्ट शट अप एंड डू योर ओन वर्क. इंटरेस्टिंग.
और फिर उल्टा कमेंट यहाँ पे.
ग्रुपिज्म वाई
दोनों है. दोस्ती यारी भी है, ग्रुपिज्म भी है पाकिस्तान टीम में.
हां, कैप्टनसी इज द बिगेस्ट कर्स इन पाकिस्तान. नेवर सॉ इट एंडिंग वेल फॉर एनीवन. या, but that's who according to you is the most successful captain in Pakistan? I didn't see Imran Khan to a very extent. I say for me Shahid Afridi. I think Shahid Afridi had the team in his clutch.
Yunus Khan was pretty good. Misbah Haq.
They won to 2009. Was it Afridi?
Yunus Khan 2009 was the captain.
Then yeah, but I just felt Afridi was good as well as a leader.
Afridi was good, yeah.
Misbah was also good.
Misbah was good. I think Test cricket he got number 1. Sarfaraz.
Sarfaraz was.
He was pretty good, right?
He's yawning. Yeah, he's good. Man, he won them to 2017.
And also T20 में उन्होंने number 1.
But he's right actually. It never ends well for anyone.
But who does it end well for?
Sarfi got cut from the team.
Who does it end well for?
Yeah, धोनी का भी देखो. भाइयों ने मिला दिया धोनी को तो.
Yeah, like remember when he left his Test captaincy? He left in the middle of the series when you're 2-0 down.
What about Ponting? Was good for him then? Yeah, I think he ended well.
No, 2011 they lost the World Cup.
Was he the captain?
Yeah.
2011 भी खेला था.
Yeah, he was the captain. और ज़हीर खान उसको निकाला
निकाला
था.
था, yeah.
He made 100 in that match. Ponting.
Means as a batsman it ended well, but yeah, I mean captaincy.
Yeah, as
usually
a
downfall pe
captain.
usually it does.
It doesn't end well for anybody.
You will have to really think hard, but yeah, I guess you're right in that aspect.
Imran Khan probably, because he left straight after that World Cup.
उसकी life फिर अब क्या पूरा पिटने में. But I'm coming Zimbabwe series. Zimbabwe series. Maybe they'll drop him for that. They shouldn't play him there as well. If they play him there and he performs, तो खत्म उन्हीं memes की दुनिया बन जाएंगी भाई उसकी बेचारी की. I think it's good for his own thing that they drop him. They drop him from Zimbabwe also because Zimbabwe खेल के अगर मान लिया तो ये यहीं का है, इसका यही लेवल है, इसकी ऐसी की तैसी शुरू हो जाएंगी.
Michael Clark ended his ODI captaincy winning 2015.
Yeah, mine and Babar's birthday tomorrow. Oh, happy
birthday
to
you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Kartik bhai.
क्या करने का प्लान है कार्तिक भाई का? माइकल क्लार्क ने जाओ. दोनों का दिन खराब.
Who's the better captain? Ricky Ponting or MS Dhoni?
Oh my god. McLaren.
Ricky Ponting or MS Dhoni?
Achha, I'll be very biased here. I'll say Dhoni because the team that Dhoni was given to and the way Dhoni structured the Indian cricket team.
An excellent team.
He made also a lot of changes in that thing and then
What
इंडिया बहुत बेकार टीम थी यार पहले. उन्हें जरा इंडिया को लेवल पे लाया. 2000 रिकी पॉन्टिंग को टीम जो मिली यार वहां से 2003 मार
धोनी 2011 वर्ल्ड कप.
बट 2007 से बोलो ना.
अच्छा 2007.
हां वो टीम और रिकी पॉन्टिंग की जो 2000 की दो की टीम थी.
तो युवराज सिंह तो गंगूली तो लेके आया रे.
वो तो लाया बट मेरा पॉइंट क्या कलेक्टिव यूनिट देखो.
सेवा किसको अच्छी टीम थी.
सहवाग
गंभीर युवराज सिंह रॉबिन उत्तपा माय फेवरेट.
वो तो उन्हें लाया.
कौन
धोनी के अंदर आया उत्तपा.
भाई गंगूली लेके आया इन लोग को. ड्राविड लेके आया शायद उत्तपा. गंगूली इरफान पठान गंगूली.
वो तो वो गंगूली ने ग्रेग चैपल मस्जिद से उठाया. ग्रेग चैपल मस्जिद में जाके उनके बात
हम लोग साथ में देखे वो.
मेरे को क्या वीडियो याद है
2003 में भाई 2003 में ऑस्ट्रेलिया सीरीज हाँ वही 2003 4 हाँ दिसंबर. वो कौन कप्तान था?
ग्रेग चैपल था.
अरे
सुनो
नहीं था ग्रेग चैपल कोच.
एनडीटीवी पे क्या आया था?
जॉन राइट का कोच. जॉन राइट का ग्रेग चैपल भाग गया. टू मच कर दिस गाय.
नहीं भाई वर्ल्ड कप के बाद तो जॉन राइट चले गया था.
नहीं 2003 में 4 में उन्हें था पाकिस्तान में जॉन राइट था कोच. ग्रेग चैपल 2005 में आया था.
क्लिप अच्छी याद है.
टू मच कर रहे
क्लिप अच्छी याद क्या है मालूम?
टू मच कर रहे
वो मस्जिद की गली में बोले करता वो याद दिमाग में सहम गया मेरा जब उठाया.
भाई धोनी की अच्छी खासी
टीम आया बट Ganguly did not set them off to this level of like all of them. Yuvraj was growing up.
No, I'm just
look. I think Dhoni, ठीक है plants मिले. He watered them and turned them into like a beautiful garden बोल सकते हैं like the way I have to put it. Ricky Ponting के पास यार Adam Gilchrist, Matthew Hayden, माइकल क्लार्क नया आया था. माइकल क्लार्क चलो मोल्ड करा था. उसके बाद यार डेमियन मार्टिन. उसके बाद साइमंड्स था. उसके बाद नेथन ब्रैकन बेचारा आके चले गया था. उसके बाद लाइक और कौन था भाई लाइक वॉन और ये और फलाना और ढिमका. लाइक वो टीम नेक्स्ट लेवल था मेरे हिसाब से. धोनी had a bigger task when you compare it to Ponting like because BCCI उतने लेवल पे थी नहीं. धोनी में लाइक वर्ल्ड कप जीते फिर लाइक धीरे-धीरे पानी डाल के फिर 27 years बाद वर्ल्ड कप जीता.
Look,
I'm just giving you an argument. I'm not saying like I'm right.
You like to argue with me, I understand that. Okay, but 2000
okay, same opinion रहा तो क्या
2011 में
बट वो 2007 से तो पानी डाल के 2011 तक.
अच्छा 11 का लाइनअप बोल दो मेरे को.
और 11 में balls of to drop सहवाग and all of these guys like he had like
कौन सा 11 में लाइनअप बोल दो मेरे को. 11 का
तेंदुलकर, गंभीर, धोनी, युवराज,
सहवाग.
हां सहवाग था. सहवाग आउट हो गया था फर्स्ट बॉल आउट हो गया था.
टू मच कर रहे हो भाई.
ज़हीर खान हां बट मैं बोल
आशीष
ददवाल
नेहरा
था.
हरभजन सिंह
क्या बट मैं देखो लेवल ऑफ प्लेयर्स बना बहुत लाइक पॉइंट के पास. अच्छा आप मेरे को बोलो यही जो टीम आप बोल रहे नंगा मारते थे उसको ऑस्ट्रेलिया वाले. वही ऑस्ट्रेलिया पॉइंट की नंगा मारते थे नहीं मारते थे. ये जो टीम है आपकी आप जो गंगूली वाली टीम बोले नंगा फोड़ते थे. लेकिन धोनी के अंडर we won the world cup, we won the T20 world cup. वही पॉइंटिंग जो हमारे को बैगन में मिलाता था.
बट वही था.
But the only thing जो level of team पॉइंटिंग के पास थी भाई you're bound to. It's like McNally, the team that said Australia she doesn't win and she's the worst captain in the world. So I'm still Ponting is a great captain, a great player.
But
I'm just saying, like, for me, Dhoni, because he changed Indian cricket to an extent.
no, but the thing is, when
He took riskier
when
calls.
India's
He
team,
won Commonwealth
when
in
Ganguly
Australia.
started building the team, right? You have to understand Australia was set and everything like that, but Ganguly had to do those changes.
Yes, agreed.
Dhoni had a team. Ganguly did not have that team. He
Yes.
made the Mohammad Kev, Yuvraj Singh, like only Sachin Tendulkar, I think, was there who was like behind him. All these other players, Ganguly took the risk and brought them, right? So, like, I don't think, like, I think that team that Dhoni had was much of Ganguly's players. He
Much
made
of
those
Ganguly's
players.
players given, but I'm just saying the team Ponting had, like, shit. Like, that's next level.
But, like, even
But I'm again not taking anything away.
Ponting, even after that, if you see the 2009 Champions Trophy, usme he didn't have those players. He didn't have Shane Warne, he didn't have Glenn McGrath, he didn't have Adam Gilchrist. Did pretty well. Still, he won the Champions Trophy. I think, Ponting was a better captain. Especially because now, if you taking T20 into consideration, then maybe you're correct. If I'm taking Test into consideration, then I'm correct because Test Dhoni was not a good captain.
Babar, Shaheen and Nazim will return for Australia tour if they are a CT plan. Yo, man, they should all just rest. They should all just rest now. They just let them get their legs back. Shaheen really needs to get his leg back because
they're going to Australia again.
I think,
for limited
ODIs or something like that. ODIs, no, Ibrahim?
Yeah, ODIs T20s cool.
Because and Australia's B team is gonna go. It's not gonna go like you're not gonna crazy Mitchell Stark and Pat Cummins. There's something more important on their agenda in November. It's not gonna be the same team. So Zimbabwe and yeah.
इरफान पठान को मस्जिद से उठाए.
अरे करे थी वो मेरे को वीडियो याद है ना मस्जिद के गली में बॉलिंग कर रहा था तो but yeah, I mean जो भी है जैसा भी है दोनों अच्छे कैप्टन to be honest बाबर के साथ जो हो रहा है सेम वैसे मेरे साथ
वैसा बन रहे हैं शाहीन अफरीदी के साथ इंटरव्यू में
यार हमारी फ्रेंडशिप है to be honest जो बाबर के साथ हो रहा है सेम वैसे मेरे साथ हो रहा है friend and relative like snakes. This has been a terrible year. And bhai, you're going through something very rough, and I would suggest a psychologist of Indian cricket team, जो नए काम में आए हमारे वो मिल्स वाली. I'm not sure when the right time will come from a Libra zodiac sign. देखो कार्तिक भाई, just you have to live the moment. That's all I can say.
Just fine. Part of life when ups and downs happen. We like everybody goes through it.
I don't know if you play like PlayStation or something, so डाल लेना game में
डाल लेना खेल लेना. You just have to realize this part of life. Everyone goes through ups, downs, everything. It's thing.
Snakes है तो ladders ले लेके आ जाओ. Snakes and ladder खेलो.
ODI T20s Cummins, Stark, Hazelwood and Zampa playing ODI series against Pakistan.
Why, man? If they get injured, they'll shit themselves. But I mean, good for India, whatever. But yeah, क्या thumbnail है कहते. Thank you. क्या हो रहा था मैं? If they put everybody together, Mustafa still in disarray, I think.
For what?
For Ricky Ponting. And
no, that you're just doing it for the sake of argument. I don't think you believe it. There's no way. There's no way you believe that.
Babar Azam also not there, but yeah, I mean tomorrow's first test, England versus Pakistan. Your thoughts on the spinning wicket?
I'm excited, man. I'm looking forward to it. I think there should be action from ball one. Hopefully, it's something different. And again, I feel that this is Pakistan's best opportunity. If they lose from here, then they lose the series. They're going home, but they're going to stay home. But this is the best opportunity for them to win a game. If they don't win, then we'll come back and criticize them. What can you do?
That's like bichare jam where danda mil raha logon ko, like I feel bad for them as well. But see, there has to come Shan Masood as well. Bichara. Also, you think Shan Masood is at the risk of getting
100%?
Just after how many series? Two series.
Yeah. He's because if you lose like that, right? If you're going to get clean sweep by England and Bangladesh at home, and you also got clean sweep by Australia away already, so I think we live.
He was the captain against Bangladesh. Against Australia?
Shan Masood.
He was. Yes,
Shan Masood.
Babar was there in Canberra sipping coffee, I remember.
Yeah, so 100%. I think his job is at stake. Yeah, 100%.
Good to see Ben Stokes back as well, fit. Jimmy Anderson quoting Jimmy Anderson. He said that this is the fittest he's seen Ben Stokes.
Is it?
Now. Yeah, he said that. He said he looks crazy, he looks fit, and the bowling is coming out very well.
So he's going to bowl.
So he might be bowling. That's an indication from the bowling coach. So we'll have to see what's happening.
Jimmy Anderson is bowling coach?
For test, I think. Or a mentor, one of those things.
Oh, sure.
He's there in the coaching staff. Smith is back at number 4. And Australia looking for a new opener.
For Warner replacement. I mean, they'll have to replace Khwaja at some point too. Maybe this might be his last home series. I don't know. But Yeah, like there are options over there. They'll have to look at the Sheffield Shield is going on right now. वहाँ पे एक अच्छा वो चल रहा था
ब्रो, बीच में बैनक्रॉफ्ट आ रहा था बीच में।
हाँ, उन्हें जो सैंड पेपर
इंडिया एक ऑस्ट्रेलिया एक टीम में
उन्हें भी था, हैरिस क्या नाम था?
हाँ रायन तो नहीं, रायन
मार्कस हैरिस। आशीष को याद होगा वो इंडिया वाली सीरीज जो हम लोग साथ में देख रहे थे उसमें उन्हें था शायद ओपनर। द ओनली सीनियर प्लेयर्स ऑस्ट्रेलिया हैव रेस्टेड इज Head and Mitch Marsh, who are on paternity leave. Cam Green is out for 6 to 9 months.
He's out of the series itself.
Yeah, but that's a big loss for Australia. I think Cameron Green.
Renshaw,
Mark Renshaw, Marcus Harris. Yeah, that guy.
Shan is scoring big runs at a good strike rate, but I feel the buck stops at him and he will be removed. I mean, he's scoring, but again, the pitch that he's scoring at, again,
but at least he's scoring, man. Babar तो वो भी नहीं कर रहा है।
बेचारे को छोड़ दो भाई, छुट्टी पे होने उसको छोड़ दो।
नहीं, like at least he's scoring. That's the bare minimum. At least he's doing that. Like that's all I give him. But I'm telling you, आप मेरे को पूछ रहे, right? sack करके क्या? मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ sack कर देंगे उसको, but थोड़ी बहुत तो like उन्हें like I mean
कुछ तो कर रहा है।
Yeah, at least he's scoring runs. Like that's the bare minimum. But do you see Imamullah coming back into the Pakistan team?
Not unless Babar is back. This I mean opener के लिए are they
उन्हें फिर भी जिता रहा था रोम पे, हाँ उसको इतना पर्ची बोल रहे थे फिर भी उन्हें जिता रहा था मैचेस।
Yeah, well, like Saima ही बहुत सारे take his chances, man. Saima को ज़्यादा chances नहीं। Abdullah Shafiq is sorted. I think Abdullah Shafiq बहुत अच्छा opener है। We've seen him time and again home at least. I'm not saying abroad conditions maybe, but yeah, at home he's.
Right now there is nobody who's better than Imamullah, I think, in the team. Bro, he used to score. One day test
2020 World Cup में तो कुछ हो गया था उन्हें पत्थर आ गए तो.
Yeah.
He looks strong. What happened with Irfan? Nothing happened with Irfan. In what sense are you asking?
Dhoni dropped him, bro.
Yeah, Dhoni उसका तो खत्म हो गया था like slow हो गया था इरफान पठान बैटिंग में ज़्यादा घुस गया था अभी तो कंट्रोवर्सी में ज़्यादा घुस जा रहा है.
Yeah, I think his pace decreased like first set and
I was the biggest Irfan Pathan.
He was relying on cutters this and that which worked in 2007 but after that there was a point where it stopped working and yeah.
Number 56 curly hair guy, I'll never forget that he made me miss school when he took that hat trick.
You didn't go to school?
I didn't go to school that day. Then Zahir Khan came and picked up wickets as well. So yeah, I mean, Irfan Pathan was something else when he started swinging, bowling था वो सब. फिर when they started experimenting with his batting, उसको ऊपर लाके डाल रहे थे, उन्हें वहाँ घुस गया बैटिंग में, 70 मारते हैं, उसका दिमाग बैट्समैन में डाल लिए थे. Then he started bowling like as he used to bowl and stuff. So yeah, थोड़ा वहाँ speed कम हो गई थी उसकी.
It's a shame we didn't see peak Irfan Pathan in England, man. That would have been amazing. Yeah, it would have been really good. And same thing with Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Yeah. We haven't seen them. Those peak swing bowlers जो रहते हैं, like in English conditions, it would have been crazy. What controversy?
I वो पाकिस्तान के साथ जो हुआ था बीच में नाच रहा था ना राशिद खान के साथ, अच्छा. तो वो चीजों में घुस जा रहा है आजकल. Could Aussies go for Stoinis, Aaron Hardy, or I mean they could Will Sutherland. मैं एकदम Annabelle Sutherland सोच रहा हूँ लाने का ही कोई इधर. Will Sutherland, अच्छा, that's the guy to replace Green as second all-rounder in the pitch. Oh, Will Sutherland, I've not heard about him actually.
They have Mitch Marsh will come back.
One of these three, I think. Sorry. Yeah.
Aaron Hardy is a solid player, man.
उन्हें तो फोड़ू है.
Solid. England के खिलाफ भी बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा था, उन्हें बहुत अच्छा player है वो.
Yeah, Irfan, RP Singh, Zahir and Nehra, yeah, left-armers तो बहुत ज़्यादा थे पहले, अब तो Arshdeep है.
Do you rate RP Singh?
Yeah, bro, he's our purple cap baby. He's the purple cap of Deccan Chargers, man. Of course. No one expected that of him, and he's the only guy who liked our post swag. I don't mind.
Yeah, I never rated him for some reason, man.
Yeah,
but he had a smooth
action.
action.
Praveen Kumar, you rated Praveen Kumar? No. गालियों के लिए तो जबरदस्त था.
Swing अच्छा करता था, but that's it, right?
क्या गालियां देता था यार वो.
Praveen Kumar.
Oh, Will Sutherland is Annabelle Sutherland's brother. Yeah, nepotism. हाँ भाई salary. Nice. But yeah, Irfan, RP, who else was the left-handers, man? We had lots back. एक बीच में आया था
खलील
अहमद तो अभी राजस्थान के लिए. रांची भी चल रहा. That's also happening. एक
मुंबई का मैच चल रहा नहीं?
They lost, I think, Mumbai.
Ranchi Trophy. RP Singh, yeah, he got purple cap in 2009. Who is your favorite Pakistan cricketer?
Ever?
Yeah. I wish I was saw Imran Khan.
I wish as well, yeah. By the way, Kings won the championship. AB अपने पास भी trophy है. अब अपने पास भी trophy है. Pretty.
Yeah,
you're too late. क्या हुआ भाई? SAT.
Congratulations. Yes. आप इतना आप ज़्यादा celebrate करना हमारे से सीखो.
Yeah, I mean, we,
सनराइज जी तो एकदम से आ जाते बट मुबारक आपको बहुत बहुत they played really well Saint
yeah,
Lucia
they
Kings
killed it.
great from the whole team Faf to Prusy what a player man this guy is insane like you
Peak
talk
condition.
about Virat Kohli you talk about thing but you can't beat this guy in fitness man
Yeah, you can't.
huh
You can't.
he is insane bro Faf to Prusy incredible but yes congratulations to all Punjab Kings fans congratulations to Ashish and all Saint Lucia fans it is his choice to do not get riled up just as you celebrate Pakistan's victory he celebrates Afghanistan's victory
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, but like as a
बात सही है आपकी भाई
बात तो सही है लेकिन
you celebrate huh Pakistan's victory
yeah, I do celebrate. But like I wear the green kurta and I come out. But the point is that like if he's doing that at one like again at alag dikh ke aap taunt karne ja rahe like you know even it's or not and even on Twitter and stuff he's done it like that. That's what I'm saying.
no it is his choice of course if he wants to get into
Yeah.
that he can get into
Yeah,
it
I mean
no
मेरे को
problem.
मैं थोड़ी उसको सारे मेरे को क्या करना है
There's no problem it's just that like yeah like I feel that yeah it's up to him actually you're right Saint Lucia bhabi bombo clat
baby
acha Saint Lucia baby's bombo clat bombo clat fab
ओए इमाम पढ़ रहा हूँ बीच में बॉम इमाम anyway but yeah I think that pretty much wraps things up tomorrow is the second test Multan पे again second test in the same venue
who do you think is better batsman Inzamam Ulaq or VVS Lakshman tough
technically both crazy I just say like they have one icon let them have it Inzamam they have one icon
you think is better than Lakshman
better than Lakshman yeah
Rashid Latif or Moin Khan
Moin Khan
or Dinesh Mungia not Dinesh Mungia
नहीं मुंगिया तो भाई वो फोर स्क्वायर के बैट लेके आता था नहीं वो ओवर वो मारेगा एक मैच में मारता था कभी मारता नहीं था like that time Indian wicket keepers were like never used to make runs like अजय जडेजा के बाद खत्म हो जाती थी बैटिंग
Debashish Mohanty या शब्बीर अहमद
शब्बीर अहमद शब्बीर अहमद
पिशावर में फोड़ जाना थे वो
शब्बीर अहमद
that lanky bowler
but yeah it's like he was not taunting as Pakistan has done in the past you cannot blame him or others for celebrating like that even a draw would be like victory for Pak I mean the day the narrative changed then like we'll understand better even a draw would be like a victory for Pakistan at this point yeah 100% even a draw would be celebrated heavily and they'd probably just think if what changes have gotten but that's not going to be the right way to look at things I think even if they draw they should just take it but like not think that just because these change happened wo ittifaq se ho gaya hoga but yeah England also adapted the task man England is a crazy playing some brilliant cricket recently so I think you will have to look at them but yeah I think that pretty much wraps things up today we've got Pakistan England second test it was fun chatting with everybody today Karthik bhai happy birthday again to you and Babar Azam अभी 12 बजने में अभी 20-25 मिनट है so hopefully you enjoy your day and yeah just focus on the positives ignore the negatives is all I can say right now
yes and
yeah everybody else who joined us Ashish and Mohsin bhai भी बीच में जो आके चले गए अर्जुन रेड्डी के से and UK bro we come bro we'll talk pitch reports tomorrow and yeah till then everybody take care have a rest of the night good night